following video is for geeks only. This is for computer geeks only who are looking for a real slow lesson on what this stuff is about. This is Merlin. I had the date wrong before. I said it was early 80s. This is, look at this, 1978 from Parker Brothers. Parker Brothers made a lot of board games. You can go through that again. Button 1 is tic-tac-toe, 2 is music machine echo, blackjack. Here it is. A pair of Merlins. After the Sega Master System, this beautiful system came out, the Master System 2. The only problem was that it didn't have the little memory cards. I mean, the little game cards. You know, there were little game chips like Transpot that could play on the Master System, and this only had a cartridge slot, which means that there were probably a good dozen really great games that could not be played on this system. With my favorite being Transpot. Okay, now for the Odyssey 2000. The Odyssey 200. Really, same thing as most of the other Odyssey systems. This one had 3 buttons on each side so that you could give it English. That was the biggest difference between this and Atari. Atari automatically put bounce on the ball, and this was done manually. Now we turn this around, see what it says here. Made in USA. And once again, they never give the date. This is the Radioshak game system. Two to 4 players. Now here's the Hanimex, which looks very similar. This was actually a popular game system, which explains why I have a bunch of them actually. Now to turn this around. 6C batteries. That's a lot. Okay, now for the Atari paddle. Here's the Space Invader system. Looks like 2003. Now here's the Adam memory console. You have 2 disk drives, cartridge port. You have another expansion module. ColecoVision was really good at making expansion modules for future purpose, and they actually utilized a lot of them. Joypad ports. Now if you turn this system over, it says Coleco, made in USA. Now for the Atari 1200 XL, turn this over. I remember the cartridges were very hard to put in on this system. See how far in that is? You turn it around. Now for the the Tandy 1000, and it says personal computer. It's a fan, expansion slots. Ooh, look at that, there's the monitor slot. You'll notice that the monitors that became the VGA monitors had 3 layers of, 3 stacks of the connectors. So this was the old connector that probably a lot of you have bought accidentally. There it is. These old video ports were nothing but static, but that's what most people use. Few people use the monitor port. It doesn't tell me what year it was built. And finally, kind of cool looking, sleek. When you turn it around, believe this was a mid to late 1970s system. This you know, says the 2001, but you know, not to confuse that with the year it was made. So that's that. Sayonara. Just one quick note regarding the Odyssey ITL 200 system from 1972 is that it did come with a lot of components. Here are the states cards. Here's Simon Says, and then here's the Ghost House cards. Cat and mouse accessories, a scorecard for home visitor, downs, quarter place. But probably most memorably were the attachments that you put on your TV screen. And there were a lot of them too. And I'm going to try to show you the examples. My fault, I have to redo this. VTech had made a very impressive unit for children that allows you to go through the alphabet. But it just shows you how back then these units were only designed to perform a singular task. Later, VTech started making systems that looked more like video game systems, where you had interchangeable cartridges and you could do things like that. But I'm just showing you how back at this time, when this was popular, this is what parents used to buy. They used to buy units that performed a singular task. This, you would press each letter of the alphabet and one of the animals would speak, such as a fox, or you know, or somebody would give you some sort of information. Basically, I'm trying to say that this was very simple unit. There it is, VTech. Okay, this video was kind of a dud. Sayonara.